Good morning. Today's devotion of the day comes from Genesis chapter 5, verses 21 to 24. This is a bit of an interesting one here because it's basically a few sentences that talk about the entire story of this one man called Enoch, right? So Enoch had lived for 65 years. He, did life, had children, would have done, whatever you would do in life within 65 years of your life. And then after that, he made a decision to walk faithfully with God for the next 300 years of his life. And that's essentially what we know of the story of Enoch. We're not told what he did in those 300 years. It does not say that, Enoch lived as a recluse and, took himself out of society. None of that. So I like to, when I read this story, I like to assume that Enoch still did life as he was doing it, but with the difference of walking faithfully with God. And that's what we know of Enoch's story, right? And that got me thinking, if at the end of my life somebody had to write my story in a few sentences, what would they say about me? What would I want them to say about me? Would God even be in the story that they write about me? So that's something for you and I to think about as we live our lives, right? If at the end of it somebody had to quickly summarize our lives, what would they say about you? What would they say maybe you did? What would they say is the focal point of your life? And most importantly, would God be in the story that is written about you? And I encourage you to let God be in the story. I would hope that at the end of my life, God would be in my story, because at the end of the day, the stories that God resides in are the best kind of stories there are. God bless you.